Joaquin Phoenix is back. Owen Wilson is back. Reese Witherspoon is back. But you know what makes them all alike? They're all getting high. My kind of movie. Inherent Vice. Right off the bat, Paul Thomas Anderson is back. A lot of people are back in this movie. I know. It's good to be back. In black! Do-do-do, do-do-do. Now, if any of you aren't familiar with Paul Thomas Anderson, he's directed films like Boogie Nights, Magnolia, Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood, The Master. Lately, his movies have been a bit meandering. Less about linear plots, and more about peeking in on characters' lives while they do things until they stop doing them. Which I love when it's done right. Now, I know I'm in the minority on this, but I haven't been in love with some of his recent films. There Will Be Blood. I recognize why it's great, but there's something about it that leaves me cold. I just can't connect to it, and not in the way that the filmmakers want me to not connect to it. In the butt. Then there's The Master, which I find more emotionally distant than There Will Be Blood, but I enjoyed a little bit more just because I like the 1950s aesthetics. Aesthetics. Moving on. And now we have Inherent Vice. Paul Thomas Anderson's new 1970s themed stoner noir character study. Based on a novel by Thomas Pynchon. This guy's novels are supposed to be super hard to adapt. And I'm gonna be honest with you right up front. I really dug this movie. Muppet arms. It's a bunch of different characters bumping into one another, all tied together with a quirky little mystery, and it's so much fun. This movie has a rhythm. It has a beat. The mystery is a bit winding and confusing, but it's ultimately not the entire point of the film. The film noir aesthetic, the 1970s mood and scenery, the clever writing, and the great performances make this one hell of a movie. And it all follows this guy, Larry Doc Sportello, played by Joaquin Phoenix. I would totally suck. What's his name? I would totally suck Joaquin Phoenix to lift him. I would totally suck Joaquin Phoenix's hippie dick. Joaquin Phoenix has garnered a lot of respect over the years, recently throwing himself into roles and giving us great in-depth performances. I do you like a black guy. No, I do you like a rapper. Like, should I have a mic? And once again, he disappears into this one. He's a laid-back, stoner private detective. But he has such natural charm and charisma that he blends in seamlessly with this movie. You kind of want to hang out with the guy. In the butt. And he's a great anchor to the film, and it's cool because he's not super tough. He's actually kind of, effeminate in certain ways, which is just neat. The rest of the cast is great as well. Josh Brolin, Reese Witherspoon, Owen Wilson, reminding me in this film just how good an actor that guy can be sometimes. He really stood out. Hey, Joaquin Phoenix, why don't you shave your sideburns? Coming along. Joanna Newsom, Catherine Waterston, Benicio del Toro. You thought I was gonna say Del Taco, but that's racist, so shut up. Martin Short! He's only in this movie for a couple minutes, but man is that guy entertaining as hell to watch. Eric Roberts even turns in a powerful role in his short time in the film. I would suck the entire cast's collective dick. The music by Johnny Greenwood, from Radiohead, is very subtle, but it complements the movie as a piece. The cinematography is great, especially in 70mm. It really feels like an authentic 70s movie. So altogether, I kind of loved it. Of all P.T. Anderson's recent efforts, I think this one's my favorite. It's totally off the wall, a film noir character piece, and I had a blast watching it. It feels totally authentic. It's equal parts funny, fun, intriguing, and emotional. So let me get straight to the point here. All in all, I gotta say, Paul Thomas Anderson and Inherent Vice got it super duper big ass sideburns right. Alright guys, why don't you go to that computer, scroll down to that comment box below, and tell me, which movie detective would you want to get stoned and have sex with? And last but not least, if you want to get updated every time a new review or a video is out, click this button by my dick to subscribe. That's right, the dick. And you know what they say about this little vice? The things that come out of him are inherent to the fact that I'm a man. That's how semen